Hi, it's Jamie. So my niece turns 18 years old today, and like a good uncle, I was thinking to myself, well, what could I do to give her a little bit of guidance, a little bit of unsolicited advice, share some of my, years of the School of Hard Knocks, and maybe some success stories as well. How can I wrap that up and give her a little bit of, a little bit of my experience and strength and hope? And you might be wondering what this has to do with addiction recovery. Well, a friend of mine is early in recovery, and we were talking about meditation the other day. He's just starting out with that. And I thought, there's a lot to this meditation thing, not just for people in addiction recovery, but for all of us, even young women who are growing and learning and changing and have a bright future and a broad world ahead of them. And for thousands of years, people have been using meditation across different cultures and spiritual traditions and religions. They've been using it to go inside and connect and learn some things from within. To get out of the chaos and clutter of the mind and moving into the heart and into the gut and into the breath in order to connect, to learn, and to grow, to have insights and to open up to ways of understanding and wisdom that maybe we can't really touch on a surface level in our crazy busy lives, especially these days with all of our electronics and traffic and things that we're working on a million miles an hour. Meditation is an opportunity and a time and a place and a space that we cultivate to treasure our own connection within, starting with the breath. Now, this doesn't have to be a dedicated sit-down meditation practice, although it can be that. I choose to sit outside. I use a block under my sit bones for a little lift, and I put a towel behind my back to lean against a wall. I like a straight spine when I meditate, but we can meditate in line at the grocery store. We can do it sitting in a car or an airplane. Anywhere where we have an opportunity to simply close the eyes for a few moments and connect with our breath, allowing the belly to fully expand on the inhalation and long, slow exhalation. Bringing the mind's attention to what it feels like to breathe. Because the mind is a wild child. It wants to go everywhere. Think about what happened yesterday and what's for dinner tonight and that decision that I wish I'd made differently all those years ago. When that chatter comes up, when that distraction happens, notice it and bring the attention back to the breath. Keep coming back. Just like a child wandering off, hey, where'd you go? Come back here. I told you to stay by my side. Where'd the child go again? Over there. Wait, come back. So anytime that the mind wanders away from focus on the breath, simply notice it without judgment and without beating yourself up about it, because that's what the mind tends to do. It's programmed to go think about all these things. It's designed to live in the past and the future. And meditation brings us into the now. And when we breathe and pay attention to our breath, we are actually fully present right now, because you can't breathe in the past. You can't breathe in the future. If you're breathing here and paying attention to it, focused, seeing what that feels like, that brings you right into this present moment. And that's an opportunity to look for that wisdom within. What emotion is coming up? What feeling can you observe? There goes the mind again. Bring it back to the breath. In fact, I like to use some words in my head. They can be said out loud as well. I choose the words, I am here. As I inhale, I say to myself, I am. As I exhale, here. And I try to mean it. I try to believe it. I try to be those words, to be here, now, in this present moment. And noticing when the mind wanders, bring it back to the breath. That's meditation. There are a lot of ways to make it fancier and more complicated, but that's the core of it right there, to simply breathe and be present in the moment and notice what's happening. And notice when we've gone somewhere else and bring our attention and our focus back to what it feels like to breathe. That's it. And from there, inside, and from that wisdom, from that connected place, comes so much knowledge and insight and good decisions throughout life. So for those of you in recovery, make some time to meditate. For those of you just turning 18, make some time to meditate. Thank you for allowing me to spend a little bit of time with you today. And if you are watching this video anywhere other than having received it through a link in an email that I sent you, I would invite you over to growingbalance.com to sign up to my email list so that I can send you links to videos like this and other information to continue on your addiction recovery path one day at a time. Jump on over to growingbalance.com. And thanks for spending this time with me today. Don't forget to breathe. Be well.